You know what I saw this weekend? I saw Heretic, starring Hugh Grant. Okay? And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you right now, this movie was really good. I enjoyed it. It was a good horror movie, but it was also the first horror movie I can ever remember being very intellectually engaging. Straight up on the academics. What's it about? Well, if you saw the preview, you get a sense of it. These two girls who are Mormons, they are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They go around talking, trying to witness to people about Jesus and all that kind of stuff. You know the type. You've seen them in subways and in trains and in buses or down the street. They apparently had a appointment with a Mr. Reed, played by Hugh Grant, in a house in the middle of nowhere, right? And they go there in the rain on their bikes to talk to him and his supposed wife about Jesus and the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints, the Book of Mormon, and all that kind of stuff. Hugh Grant is a very charming, very welcoming, very warm older man who welcomes the girls into the house and engages them in awesome intellectual talk about the nature of God, if God exists, and the nature of the Mormon Church. Little did the girls know that Mr. Reed had a more darker and sinister plan up his sleeve. Apparently the guy's a maniac, right? He's just an intellectual maniac, very good, engaging and making different ideas, and presenting his concept of what the true religion really is in light of thousands of years of different faiths expressing similar yet different beliefs. You know, are they all the same? Are they all different? Are they all distortions of the original message that got messed up over the eons? And that is the question he engages the girls in. Now, at first, it seems pretty cool, but then certain red flags start appearing, and these ladies, both of them, one being a little bit more naive than the other, the one with the darker hair seems to be more in tune to what's going on, starts picking up on the red flags, and they want to leave. And as soon as they try to leave, he tells them, oh yeah, you're welcome to leave, but you got to go through this door instead of that door. So it becomes all of a sudden a mind game to a certain extent. I'm not going to tell you everything. I want you to watch this movie and enjoy it for what it is. What I am going to tell you is that it leads to one thing, to another thing, to another thing, and ultimately, like you see in the movie, in the preview, they're in this other room, and they are pretty much set up by this man, Mr. Reed, to these horrifying experiences and challenges that even make them question their own faith in what they believe in. Kind of like real life, right? Doesn't that happen to all of us in a sense? We go through things, and then even things that can terrify us and make us question our belief system. In this movie, their belief system is put to the test by this Mr. Reed, who believes everything is actually just a distortion of the original, ultimate, true religion. And what is that true religion? Watch the movie, check it out for yourself and find out. I really found this, again, very thought-provoking and engaging. Me, as a practicing Catholic who knows a lot of the theology, found this very interesting. I was like this. I hung on to every word he was saying. I thought it was very good. There's a lot of dialogue in this movie. If you're expecting like huge scares and jump scares and the typical horror tropes that we tend to see in a horror film, you're not going to get that here. What you are going to get here is mind-bending stuff, intellectually engaging stuff, and then ultimate choices and questions as to where I stand and how am I going to survive. These girls are faced with a life and death struggle towards the end of the movie that terrifies them, but eventually they're going to have to do something to escape this madman, and he is a madman by all means. Someone who has done terrible things, as you will see in this film already, that nobody else has seemingly picked up on, but they definitely discovered. This movie really had me gripped from the very beginning to the very end. And it's an A24 film. On top of that, A24 films are just so good. Hereditary, The Witch, I can go on. You know, those were two of my favorites so far. This one is definitely now up in the upper tier. And I've seen Hugh Grant in many other movies over the years. Notting Hill and forget it. He's been in a lot of stuff. You know who Hugh Grant is. Arguably, to me, this is one of his best roles. He was like this nice, charming guy, and he stays nice and charming. He's not this guy that's after the girls in a kind of sick, lustful, rapey kind of way. He's after them to make them question everything, you know, at the expense of their own lives, yes, but they're not. But he's. I like how the whole movie. There's a nice, considerable space and distance between him and them. He doesn't like get up on their faces so much, you know, which proves that you don't really have to do that in order to like put fear in someone to cause terror. And terror is what they got. This movie was amazing. I'm going to give Heretic 4 coffee cups. It was that great. It was that thought-provoking. It was that engaging. And it makes people question. It made these girls question their faith in the great plan. What is the truth? Okay? And what matters here is the truth. So how does this work? Watch the movie. Okay? Watch the movie, come back, talk to me, comment below, share with me your thoughts on Heretic, one of the last movies of 2024. We're almost done with this year, people. Let's make this work out. Let's have fun with this. This is Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee. If you like this video, if you like this review and others, please tap on the bell for future notifications and consider subscribing so you can get future notifications for future Horror and Coffee content. We rate horror movies by coffee cups. I love my coffee and I love my horror. Share with me what you think of those things. Until next time, this is Ralph Perez, Horror and Coffee. I love this stuff. Take care, guys. Until next time.